Hello, this is Piphybuilder88, and today is just part of a series that has to do with Pokemon Bank. What am I saying? It's not a series. I said it was a series, but it's not. Actually, this is just a little thing that I wanted to show you guys. It's my 3DS Pokemon collection, because I have every single Pokemon, and I thought, just to prove it to you guys, I'll make a video about it, even though I don't have a capture card that works. At least I mean, I have a capture card, but it won't work. It's kind of ridiculous. But even if I did, I wouldn't be able to use it to show off Pokemon Bank. So no matter what, if I were to show you guys Pokemon Bank, it would be through a video like this one, where I actually don't have the best quality. I literally just use my iPhone to film it, but whatever. It's not that bad of quality, it's just kind of... I just like to avoid it, because I'd rather get a better quality than something that, if you stare at it for hours, hurts your eyes, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, it's just a quick thing. I'll show you guys the video. I just thought, let me just make this video, and so it will be it is organized by normal and shiny forms, and I mean, please don't mind when I'm like kind of using the point, like the cursor thing, to hover over Pokemon, because really I'm just showing you that they're shiny and non-shiny. That's all I'm doing. But I'm really trying to just also show that there's like male and female and stuff like that, because I don't have every male and female Pokemon, but if there is a Pokemon that has a different form, if depending on its gender, I have that. I have those Pokemon. So, for example, let me send out a Rattata, and it's just a normal Rattata. Let's place it in the box. And this Rattata will then be, well, if it's a boy, I'll put it in first, and then what I'll do is, once I get myself a shiny Rattata that's also a boy, then I'll put it right next to that Rattata. So that's normal shiny, normal shiny, normal shiny. That's how it works in my bank. That's how it works throughout the whole system of boxes. And also females. So Rattata has a male and female form that are slightly different, because difference in fangs and whiskers. And so then I'll put the normal female right after the shiny male, and the shiny female after the normal female. And there you go, you got yourself an entire collection of Rattatas. You got every form of the Rattata, except for the Alolan form. Speaking of which, I got Sun and Moon today. Yeah, it's 11/18/2016. It's awesome. And I got the bundle pack. And if you see in this picture, the receipt is blurred out because of various codes I don't want to give away, because that's my personal stuff for the game. If it doesn't work, stuff like that. Anyway, and yeah, and so yeah, I also have the free poster and stuff. It's just really cool. I haven't even played it yet, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'll do a series on Sun and Moon at some point, but not yet. I need a capture card first. But yeah, so basically, I'll just cut off right here and go to the actual Pokemon. So here we go. as you could see in that video, there were some Pokemon that were hacked, of course. Because how do you get a shiny Diancie, shiny Hoopa, shiny Volcanion? You hack it. That's the only known way I've ever known how to hack that. Let me know in the comments if you know another way, because I'd like to see you figure out something. Guess what? Those Pokemon are legit. I mean, truthfully, I spent a long time catching each and every one of them. And there are people who say, oh, but you're a Power Savers guy, you use Action Replay. I'm like, well, even though I use some Action Replay, you can't generate legit Pokemon. And when I say legit, I mean Pokemon that came from the 3DS. Of course, you did notice Meloetta did not have the Pentagon. The reason why that is because Meloetta is not yet available as a legit copy for 3DS games. So yeah, I have that Meloetta, which is not one that I didn't generate that, I actually transferred it from my black and white version. But it's technically legit, but it's not really, because of the fact that in terms of a 3DS Pokemon, if you want it to come from the 3DS, then that's how you can prove that it's legit Pokemon, is if it has that little blue Pentagon. So every single other Pokemon I have on there has a little blue Pentagon. So both of its forms, I don't have a copy of. Speaking of its other form, you can't have that in a PC box unless you hack it. That's the only way you can do that. So in the cases of those, the Pokemon themselves are legit copies, but you have to hack some of them in order to keep them in that form. But all the Vivillon forms, they were all caught. Well, no, they weren't all caught. I spent weeks trading them. Back when X and Y was still brand new, I actually spent weeks global trading for Vivillons from all over the world. Those were legit Vivillons. I'm not kidding you. They took a long time to get. And then of course the Pokeball and the Paris Vivillon were both event Pokemon that were worldwide. But every other one, oh man, took a long time to get those. So anyway, so Vivillons, awesome. I love those Vivillon patterns. And then Floette. So as you all know, there's like the red flower, Floette, yellow, blue, green. Or no, there's no green. It's like yellow, white, orange, red, and blue. Those are the 5. But there's one more that I had inside my PC box, and that's AZ's Floetta. Yeah, that is not in an event. The only way to get that, as far as today goes, is by hacking. You can't get that on any other way. And it's via a special event that is literally coming from the game files. It's not a real event, it's on the Action Replay. So if you want to get every single Pokemon and all their forms, then listen to me and get an Action Replay. And also get X, Y, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, because that's how you get every Pokemon. Between those 4 games, you can get all 721 Pokemon. The Meloetta event, by the way, that's coming out next month, December. It's the only Pokemon I don't have, and I'm gonna get it next month. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then of course there's some Pokemon forms that are obviously hacked, like the Megas. You cannot have Mega Evolutions in a PC box unless you hack them. Those were all legit Megas. I caught those. And it actually took a while to change their form via hacking, because you have to reset the game each and every time. You have to go in and out, in and out. It takes hours. It's a long process. So megas. The only way to get those is through action replay. And then stuff like Giratina, you have to have an item, which is the oh, what is this? The thing is called the Adamant Orb. I think I probably just completely butchered that. It's probably from Dialga or Palkia, but I don't know. Anyway, it's yellow and it's a crystal-like orb. Anyway, that allows you to change Giratina altered form, which is what it is in just our world, and change it into its origin form, which is where it is in the reverse world, or the oh, what is it called? It's either the reverse world or the distortion world. That's what it is, the distortion world. But yeah, so there's stuff like that. You can't have items held by a Pokemon, so the only way I could get that was through hacking, stuff like that. So Deoxys, you can do that without an action replay. Cast form, you need an action replay. There's a lot of them. Anyway, you saw them. That is that. Even primals, but basically the let's see. So we got that. Oh yeah, and then there's some forms that you can't get yet. Well, you can't transfer them to Pokemon Bank at all. Either because they can't last in a PC box for very long, or because they need items and you can't hack them, or just because they need to stay in your party, something like that. Anyway, so Shaman Sky form. Yeah, you saw land form in there, but Sky form, you can't have that in a PC box. I mean, I tried it out with hacking a Shaman so that it would stay in its Sky form in a PC box, and then once you swap it to another box or pick it up or something, it changes back to land form. Or if you even just keep it in a box and you swap to the next box and then swap back, then it's back to land form. It's kind of ridiculous. And then Furfrou has a lot of hairstyles, and you can't have any of them inside of your PC box. Although if you could, I'll try to do that as well. So all these Pokemon that I'm mentioning, I'll try to make a video where I show off getting each of them as well. But yeah, so Furfrou, yeah, I don't know if you actually can do that. But yeah, so Furfrou, and then Arceus, otherwise known as Arceus. A lot of people pronounce it Arceus, but I think it's actually pronounced Arceus, according to the anime and Pokédex, 3D Pokédex Pro, which is a really good program, by the way, on 3DS. I really like that. But yeah, Arceus, the god of Pokemon, has a plate for every single type. And so that allows it to change color. And you need to have those plates. It needs to hold the plates in order to be able to change form. Anyway, can't transfer those to bank. And then there's Genesect, has its drives, it has those 5 or 6 drives, I don't know. I think it's 5 drives plus its normal form, and those can't be transferred to bank except for the normal one. And then Black and White Kyurem. Black and White Kyurem can't transfer even though you don't have to hack in order to change their form. It's kind of weird that you can't just transfer them. Like, it doesn't read the fact that I just hacked an entire 3 boxes of Mega Evolutions, but it reads Black and White Kyurem. 2 fused Pokemon. It's kind of weird, because you can store as many Kyurems and as many Reshirems and Zekroms on your bank as you want, but you can't Black and White Kyurem. Anyway, let's see, is there anything else? We covered Megas, we covered that. I don't think there's any other form differences. I'll probably, yeah, in my next video, I'll cover those Pokemon, probably. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Because either way, you can get Sky form of Shaman and stuff by finding the flowers, the Gracidia flower. And there's various ways in the 3DS games to get them. It's really easy. As long as you've completed the game. And yeah. Oh yeah. And of course you probably noticed the fact that I saved a spot for Alola. Because I have generations 1 through 6. Which is 721 Pokemon. Minus Meloetta. And so Meloetta is the only one out of those I need to get. Like I already said. But Sun and Moon has an entire new generation, Generation 7, the Alola region. And I'm gonna catch all of those. I'll do that on my own time. So I'll be catching those in the meantime. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna add those to my bank. Ash Greninja's probably gonna go in the forms. I'll probably have to hack it in order to do that. And the Alolan forms. The Alolan forms, like Alolan Rattata, Alolan Exeggutor, Alolan Vulpix. They're all gonna be able to go inside Pokemon Bank, I think. I think they can. I hope they can, because I saved some boxes for them. So, yeah. It's gonna be awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is way longer than I thought it would be. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, I'll probably make a video for the Alolan Pokemon once I catch them all. So, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I'm gonna be recatching each and every one of these on YouTube. Just so you can see how I did it. Yeah, so, and that will be with actual quality. With the capture card. Actually, not a capture card. A capture board, because that actually works. Not a capture card. I don't recommend Katsukitty. I do not recommend Katsukitty. They're not very good. Some people are like, oh yeah, mine works, but it's like 1 in 1,000 people who will say that. Don't get Katsukitty. I don't care if the capture board guy says he's gone, he's taking a break. He will be back. Katsukitty is not worth it. So yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time. Goodbye. Oh, hey, there's one more thing really quickly. I just forgot to tell you this. Spiky-eared Pichu is not in the 3DS games. It's only in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's the only game that we know of that it was ever in. Only form. Anyway, Spiky-eared Pichu. Then there's Cosplay Pikachu from Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That can't go onto bank. And then Spinda. Of course you can't get Spinda because there's over 3 million forms of that. No one has every form of Spinda. You'd have to get so many different copies of the same game just to get Spindas. So, yeah, don't try and do that. Don't try and get every Spinda. Too many. Anyway, see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Not really. Goodbye.